Okay, everybody, hopefully we are live. Let me see what's going on here on our various channels. We are live on Twitch, for sure. Awesome, and let's see what's going on YouTube. We're live in both places. We are ready to start. Okay. So, welcome everybody, once again, to another episode of the SItrep podcast. I am your host, Oriskany Jim, and today I am joined by my better half, the princess of gaming. You know her, you love her. Well, I guess somebody does. I'm just kidding. We are looking. I'm joined today by my girlfriend Jennifer. How you doing?
Hello, and I object to princess. Princesses are pampered little powder puffs who sit in bowers. I am the queen goddess of gaming.
Oh no, she's getting all dominating on me, guys. Guys, we're gonna have to go ahead and cut the stream short. Thanks for joining us. I'm just kidding. I will not make that kind of a joke here. All right, so yeah, see, we are back. We're live, and while they play the 13 hours to 13 days live game, or not live game, while they play the 13 days to 13 hours 28mm miniature game up in Chicago, we are going to broadcast Letters of Marque here for you live today. So again, the 13 hours game, the console assault game for our ongoing 13 days to 13 hours project is ongoing as we speak. If you listen very closely, you might be able to hear dice bouncing off the table. It's happening right now. That is being recorded, and it will be edited together and published out for you guys later on this week. We're scheduled for Thursday, so yeah, look for that on Thursday. For today, we're going to do some Letters of Marque, some good old-fashioned pirate action.
And I get to blow up French ships, which is always fun, whether they be on the ocean or in space.
Uh-oh. You just got a thing against the French for some reason. I apologize to all our French viewers.
I will be calling one of the captains de Chalamond.
De Chalamond. Actually, one of the... But we'll get into the background in just a second here. Okay. So what we've been doing with Letters of Marque so far, again, Letters of Marque is a very light, sort of a piratey game. I say piratey because it's fine. It's sort of based off of a combination of Sid Meier's Pirates, which we all enjoyed back in the day, and also
still do.
Oh, right. So once in a while we dust off the old Xbox, not the Xbox 360, not the Xbox One, the old Xbox. Yeah, literally like half an inch of dust on it. It still works though, which is more than we can say for more recent generations of the Xbox. But that isn't that. This isn't that kind of stream. Anyway, yeah, it's based somewhat off of it's based somewhat off of Sid Meier's Pirates, and it's based somewhat off of the old collectible card game Pirates of the Spanish Main. In fact, it was originally written as an alternate use for those little fold-together, cardboard, styroprene, whatever they were, pirate ships that you would get with that game, or with that collectible card game. It was put together, this version of the game here was put together as a hex encounter, sort of a tactical game. It is very light. And we've been playing around with this for, last, couple of weeks, maybe month or two, for, just, hey, look, pirates, yay, arg, fire the guns, and, happy. What we're trying today is we're trying to take it a little more seriously. So with every episode here of the SItrep podcast, we try to step up our game at least a little. So what we're doing with Letters of Marque today is taking a stab at an actual historical event. We're using Letters of Marque to actually replay a real-life event that took place in the age of piracy. So we'll talk about that in just a second here. So obviously, the games we've had before have been very, very light and, not real. We haven't even had like real maps of real locations, real ships. It's just been, I'll take these points, you take those points, and let's have a little, a little bit of a gun battle, just for fun. While we kind of, learned the system, ascertained whether or not there was anything we might want to add to the system, because again, the game is very, very light. But we are starting to, finally, come through on that. So, a historical event with a little bit of special rules to try and tweak these ship types and make them just a little bit more realistic here, or realistic's the wrong word, historically accurate. How are we doing on the stream so far, Jen? Have we seen any kind of lagging or anything like that?
No buffering, no lagging, no nothing.
Cool. Alrighty. So here is our early 1700s Caribbean map. Obviously, the map is not accurate, but this is how they saw the world, back in those days. And what we're going to be looking at here today is a skirmish that actually did take place on 4 April 1716 in a place called the Bay of Hounds. In a place called the Bay of Hounds on the northwestern coast of Cuba. Alright, so let me pull up my notes here. Alright, so again, in March of 1716, a pirate by the name of Henry Jennings, which had just got finished looting a Spanish treasure fleet, he now has a privateering commission from Governor Archibald Hamilton of Jamaica. So we've got Jamaica down here. This is his little home base. Okay, so again, privateering, for people who may not be familiar, is of course a letter that you get from a local governor or government official that says it's okay for you to commit piracy. It's legalized piracy, as long as you're doing it against certain people. In other words, okay, Great Britain might be at war with Spain right now. I think the War of Spanish Succession was going on at about this time. So we're obviously at war with the Spanish. These are outlying colonies of the British Empire. We don't, or the English Empire, I should say. We don't really have a huge naval presence out here. This isn't exactly Southampton or Portsmouth or anything here. So we need all the help we can get. If there's a pirate out there who is willing to sign a piece of paper saying, I will attack your enemy's ships and I will lay off of your ships, and on top of that, anything that I steal, loot, pillage, etc., from these enemy ships that I'm going after, if I cut you in, Mr. Governor, if I cut you in on a share of my prize, it's okay, you won't come after me, you won't hang me for piracy. So you're a legal pirate, but only to certain people. Obviously, the Spanish are not going to share this view. If they catch you, they're going to hang you as a pirate. So this guy, Henry Jennings, he's got a fleet of 4 sloops. One of them is a little bit more powerful than the others, but he's got 4 sloops put together. And he now has, he's just wrecked a Spanish treasure fleet, and he's taken as much as he can from it. The rest of the ships are still lying on the bottom of the ocean. So his plan right now in March of 1716 is now that he's legal, at least as far as the English are concerned, he's going to set sail again. He's going to sail back up towards the Florida Keys, where some of these ships are actually sunk. And he thinks there's still treasure down there at the bottom with those ships. It's in pretty shallow water. So he's going to go back and he's going to try and grab some more of this treasure that's right now under the water. It must be pretty shallow water, or maybe the ships are just settled on the bottom of sandbars or something, I don't know. But these ships are previously wrecked, and he's going to go back and he's going to start to, loot some more of this treasure out of here before somebody else finds it. So, he set sail with his 4 ships. Those 4 ships are, if I can find their names, there's his ship, the Beersheba. And then there is, oh god, some of these things are kind of silly here. There's the Mary. Not very original. There's the Discovery. That's James Carnegie. He'll be in this battle today. And then there is Samuel Little, who commands a ship called the Coconut. I don't know why he picked that, but guys, sometimes history gives you weird answers. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, so he set sail with his... let me make that a little bit thicker so you can see it. He set sail with his 4 ships here from... let me zoom in. Actually, before I do that, I have to get rid of this. Okay, then I will try to zoom in. Come on. Okay. He's going to set sail from his little spot. Alright, that's Bluefield Bay. Bluefield Bay you'll read a lot about in actual historical piratical sources or whatever. Bluefield Bay is just one of those spots where the law is very loose. There is Port Royal. Here's the seat of the governor. So, there is a governor, but again, piracy is legal for this guy as long as he doesn't attack English ships. Specifically, he has to attack only Spanish ships. This is going to be important later. So he sails out with his 4 ships, and he heads up this way. I think April 1st, he rounds Cape San Antonio here, the records say, and then he's heading back up this way. Again, he's trying to get to those Florida Keys that we mentioned earlier. Is where those previously damaged or disabled, crippled Spanish ships are, I guess, down at the bottom of some very shallow water, because the records mention he's going to go back and literally fish the gold back out of the, out of the wrecks. I've been to the Keys a bunch of times. There is some very shallow water up there, so I'm only assuming that these ships are barely wet as far as being sunk, because they didn't exactly have sophisticated diving gear in those days. All right, so anyway, he rounds up here and he's heading up this way. Now here at the Bay of Hounds, or Bahia Honda, if my Spanish is terrible, I apologize to a host of communities. But as he comes close to the Bay of Hounds, I'm just going to use the English term for it, the Bay of Hounds there, he spots 2 ships, I say ships, 2 pirates, pinnaces would be kind of their equivalent in this game, sailing canoes, war canoes in Sid Meier's Pirates lingo or whatever. Those tiny, tiny ships, he spots 2 of them looting another ship. And they're more pirates. They run away when they see this guy's 4 sloops show up, and they hide somewhere on land. They basically duck into the Bay of Hounds there, and they kind of hide here in the jungle, and they're going to see what's up. The commander of this merchant ship thinks that he's been rescued, until my boy Jennings shows up, and he's like, no, I'm just another pirate. I'm a bigger, meaner, nastier pirate than the ones. You just jumped literally from frying pan into fire, and then boom, he takes that ship without a shot being fired. Aboard Little's ship is a brand new crewman by the name of Charles Vane. Anyone who's seen Black Sails knows who Charles Vane is. This is like a prequel to Black Sails. Charles Vane has recently arrived, I think, from Scotland. I could be wrong about that. And he is, trying his hand at piracy. He's, of course, going to be a famous pirate in years to come. But for now, he's a crewman aboard Henry Jennings' ship. He learns a lot from Henry Jennings. Henry Jennings, I've learned about him. I've read about him in recent days. He is not one of the nice ones. He is, he's like a lot of pirates. I mean, we tend to glorify them a lot, but they're straight out criminals.
Yeah, they were not nice people.
And this guy was, again, when he shows up, other pirates run away. Literally. I have their names here. These guys are going to become famous later. They're not very famous now. Bellamy and Williams. I think it's, let me find them here. Sam Bellamy and Paulsgrave Williams are the guys commanding those war canoes that just took over that other merchant ship. These guys are going to be more famous later, but right now, again, they have like little war canoes. They're just kind of starting out. Other pirates run away when these pirates show up. Hello, Sundancer. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Tuffy Ears. Sundancer, I appreciate your patience in previous weekends. We finally have a new, a new setup for our Twitch stream, so hopefully no more technical issues. Like we saw last time we tried Letters of Marque. Okay, so these guys are now hiding. Again, Samuel, let me get their names right again here. Sam Bellamy and Paulsgrave Williams, they literally just bailed. And they're now hiding in the jungle here on the Cuban coastline, and they're watching what happens. When Jennings takes over the ship that they just captured, again, this other merchant ship thought he was saved. Nope, he just got taken over by a bigger, meaner pirate. Now they're just kind of sitting there wondering what to do next. When they do that, a new French ship shows up. The name is tricky. Different sources have different versions of the name. It's either the Marianne, or the Marianne, I guess I should say, or the Saint Mary. For this game, I have gone ahead and compromised. I'm going to call her the Saint Marianne. Again, the sources are a little in dispute here as far as what that ship's name was. She was a large French merchantman. So in Letters of Marque terms, we're going to call her a merchantman. Okay, she is sailing down this Cuban coast here, and Jennings says, let's go attack her. She's a big French merchantman. She's ready to go. One of his captains of his 4 sloops says, no, sir, we're not going to do that. We have a letter of marque here, basically a privateering commission from Lord Hamilton, governor of Jamaica, that says we're allowed to attack Spanish ships, not French ships. That's illegal for us to attack that ship. Dude, we're pirates. You think we care about the law? He's like, look, we've got legal protection from the governor of Jamaica to attack only Spanish ships. If you attack a French ship, you're going to jeopardize that. Big argument ensues. Little, I think his name was Samuel Little. Samuel Little is out of it. I think his crew like revolts against him or something because they want to attack the French merchantmen or whatever. So we have we have the pirate forces here knocked down to 3 frigates. That's not 3 sloops. That's not completely historically accurate. It's also sort of a little bit of artistic license just for game balance. So Little's Coconut is not in the battle. Sorry, Coconut. Your captain was a little bit too lawful to be with this group. Meanwhile, on the Jungle, they're watching what's going on here. They kind of see this argument taking place. They hail Jennings' ship, and they say, we know you guys have an argument. We have some crew. We'll join your crew if we go after that French. These are the guys that are hiding in the jungle. We'll go after we'll join your crew or whatever, and we'll go after that French merchantman together. So that's, in a bit of a nutshell, kind of what happens there. The morning of 4 April 1716. Go to the next tab. Okay, here is our map. Alright, make sure that it's scrolling correctly.
There we go.
Make sure that both of our... well, there's going to be a little bit of a latency delay. That's normal. I'm just trying to make sure that there's no more buffering. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. That is correct, Tough Ears. That was the correct answer. Of course, my hometown is said to be the home of one of the most famous pirates of all time. Tough Ears, who would that be? Is that our friend Edward Teach? Edward Teach has a very, very thin connection, sort of like the 6 layers of separation, to this battle. So again, this battle actually did take place. We're trying a historical application for Letters of Marque for the first time. So these are here's the Beersheba. This is the main flagship for Henry Jennings. Again, they're all sloops, but the Beersheba was more powerful than the other 2 sloops. So what we've done here in mechanical terms is we have created something new called a sloop of war. Sloop of war is something. Yeah, that's something that you see, in Sid Meier's Pirates and some of the source material. You do see stuff like that talked about. The original Letters of Marque game does not have this class. I've sort of created it for this game, so it's a game test, sort of an experiment here. So that's the Beersheba under command of Henry Jennings. We then have James Carnegie aboard the sloop Discovery and Lee Asworth aboard the sloop Mary. These are the historical commanders and the historical ships. Okay, so they're just normal sloops. 3 points apiece. With the new sloop of war Beersheba is 4 points. The difference, as far as what makes her better and thus more expensive, she has 1 extra hull point. So it's a little bit more damage before she actually sinks, and 1 extra cannon. She's got 3 cannons instead of 2. She's practically a bark, which is 4 points. The reason she's not a bark only has 2 cannons, so she's actually a little bit better than a bark there. But the trade-off is she only has 2 masts. A bark has 3. So she's still a sloop, and she will still be crippled as far as her sailing capability goes, with just 2 hits on the foremast and the aftmast. So she's kind of like a heavy sloop or a light bark, however you want to look at it. But right now she's worth 4 points. Okay, now here is the St. Marianne. Again, I'm compromising between the 2 historical names that are listed for this ship. Some sources call her the Mary, some sources call her, the St. Mary, some sources call her the Marianne. Yes, I have a Mary of Rochelle up here, I have a St. Marianne, or a St. Mary, and then I have a frigate sloop called the Mary. Guys, punch it up a little bit when it comes to creativity in your names, okay? But, again, this is what was there historically, so it's not my fault. We have the St. Marianne here. That's the French ship, the French merchantman that was just spotted, and these guys finally made up their mind to go attack it. They attacked it at night to try to get close. So I have you guys starting. These are their starting positions. There's no setup. The pirates are actually pretty close to the St. Marianne. Okay. The goal of the game is to capture the St. Marianne, not sink her. You want to try and capture her. And the reason is, again, historically, that ship was captured. My man Henry Jennings started to torture the crew. Again, he was not one of the nice ones, but in this case it paid off. He tortured this crew until later that day they gave up the location of where they had 30,000 pieces of 8 hidden somewhere on shore. So this is a literal treasure island type of buried, pirate treasure game. There's 30,000 pieces of 8 buried somewhere in one of these X's. Only the crew of the St. Marianne will be able to tell you where they are. You have to capture that ship. And then here is the Mary of Rochelle. As they were engaged in, their operations here against the St. Marianne, another ship was coming down, another French merchantman. She obviously saw the pirates, turned away, and took off. Historically, the Discovery was sent after her. The Discovery couldn't quite catch her, and when he finally did catch the Mary of Rochelle was already captured by another character some people might be familiar with, Benjamin Hornigold. So, and again, if anyone who remembers the Black Sails television program, you see him. He is obviously a little bit younger at this time. Not too much, but that whole, he's going to figure pretty prominently in the whole establishment of that, pirate republic there at New Providence Island. That is most of what the movie or the television series Black Sails is about. The guy who's actually going to capture Mary of Rochelle historically is him. He's the guy who will later on mentor Edward Teach, and again, we already know that Charles Vane is aboard the Beersheba, so we do have historical characters here on this. Actually, everybody here is a historical character. I should say familiar characters that people may have seen either on television or film here on this table. Alrighty. So with all that out of the way, so primary objective, of course, is to capture the Marianne. If you can capture or sink the Mary of Rochelle, great. You prevent Benjamin Hornigold from getting it. That is something that was not done historically, so if you can pull that off, that's just bonus points. But you definitely want to sink the St. Marianne. Or, I'm sorry, capture. Capture. Sink her later, but you have to at least board her and capture. Alright? So, that's the background. Again, we're trying historical piracy for the first time. Our pirate games previously have been just fun, kind of pick-up scrimmage games or whatever. This one actually took place. We're rounding off the corners in a few places just to make the game work, number one, and number two, because, dude, the historical record can't even agree on the names of the ships. This one has 2 names, this one also has 2 names, depending on what book you read. So, I just pretty much picked one, and we're going to go with it. Okay, and I have no information on the captains of these French merchantmen. I do know the names of the 3 pirate sloops. So, with all that out of the way, let's determine the wind direction. Mr. Webcam. Oops, sorry, Mr. Webcam. Here we go. And we're looking at a 4. The wind is 1, 2, 3. Oh, straight south. Oh, look at that. All right, the wind is straight out of the north.
Sucks to be me.
Okay, so...
This is not going to be a very fast chase.
Well, everyone's in a sloop. I should say all your guys are in sloops. Sloops are pretty awesome when it comes to sailing speed. Definitely more than merchantmen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 for initiative now.
Okay.
I get a 5.
Alrighty. And I get a 5. Tied.
Cool.
Roll
the wind
again.
changes. Oh, the wind changes direction. So the wind, which might be a good thing. Wind changes direction when the 2 sides get a tie on initiative. So here we go with another d6 for a new wind direction.
Okay, let me do first since I'm not on camera, so I can.
Jen. I have to roll another dice to see which way the wind goes.
Oh, okay.
6, so that's an even number. That means it goes clockwise. Wind is now out of the northeast, which might be even worse.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Okay, now we roll for the tiebreaker on initiative.
Okay, and I
yes,
get
if we tie again, the wind direction changes again. Go ahead.
I get a 4.
I get a 4, I get a 6. Okay, so I go first. Alrighty, Mary of Rochelle is at full sail. And she says, holy crap, there's pirates down there. 1. Let me not be cheesy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is making some hard turns to port, and she is keeping her options open. I don't know if I want her to help out the poor St. Marianne or if I'm just going to haul ass. Historically, by the time the Mary of Rochelle showed up, it was too late for the St. Marianne. But we'll see what happens. Okay, it's over to your turn.
Uh,
I'll zoom in a little bit.
Shoot, I'm just far enough away right now where I can't engage. Yeah, I have to get closer. Okay, full sail.
For which ship?
Let's just say all of them.
Okay, well, you only have to move one at a time, so pick one and let's move that one.
Okay, let's move the Mary.
Cool, that one's at full sail. So her speed is, the wind is on her bow. She has 2 movement points.
Okay. Let me go. Up 1 and then turn to starboard. Up 1.
Okay, you make it.
Oh, you know what? No, don't turn to starboard. Wait, hold on.
Just move up 2. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get out Mr. God, this runs so much smoother on this new system. Here's our firing template.
I think I'm in extreme.
You are at extreme range, but you do have her in your gunnery arc. Yep.
Yay!
Okay, so let me get the ship with cannon going here. And let's see, this is the Mary under command of Lee Asworth. Has 2 cannons. Roll 2 dice. Oh, your merchantman, are you aiming high or low?
I'm aiming high. I want those sails.
Alright, so she wants to knock down some sails. Cool, so you're firing on the St. Marianne. You're aiming high. You're aiming for my rigging. I do get a +1 on my save, though, because you are at extreme range.
Yes.
So roll 2d6, and we'll see what you get.
I rolled a 6 and a 2.
A 6 and a 2. So that's a hit here. I save on a 4, 5, or 6. Guys, let me know if those cannons get too loud or too soft. I save on a, what was that again?
5 or 6.
Actually, no, a 4, 5, or 6 because I am...
I said.
Oh, I didn't hear the 4. Yeah,
Sorry.
4, 5, or 6 because you are at extreme range. 6. Save, so no damage to my aft mast. Okay. However, there's also a hit on my, you rolled a 2, on my forecastle, yeah. So I roll a 3 up to save on that one. Again, I'm at extreme range here, so the guns aren't going to do that much. Well, right as I say that, boom! That's a hit. Bing. That is a palpable hit, I should say. Palatable, that makes no sense. A palatable hit. I'll stop trying to quote Shakespeare.
We shoved last night's dinner in the cannon. That's why you said palatable.
That's why I put a hole in my ship. Those hardtack biscuits that pirates had to eat were pretty rough. All right, boom. That is... Oh, we said the forecastle, right? Boom.
Yep.
All right, I'm already down 1 cannon. Thanks for that. I appreciate that.
Yay for me!
And you fired 2 gunnery points, so... Yep. Kaboom. There we go with a little fire marker. Awesome, good job. Good shooting already. Yep, I've already lost some of my guns on the St. Marianne armed merchantmen, so not good. Hello, Skoback, welcome to the stream. Hopefully we are doing a little bit better technically now because we have a new computer, new streaming setup. Everything hopefully is running a lot more smoothly now. Okay, so now it's over to my turn. Here's the problem, I'm directly into the wind.
Yep.
So
That's why
I will
I
not
can't
be
turn
full
to
sail.
chase you.
All I can do is swing my stern, not my bow. I think we were doing this a little wrong in our last game. I can only swing my stern. So my bow stays in the same hex. And I'm going to hopefully try and get some wind in my sails for next turn. Well, even now it's not great. Not great. Okay, that's literally as far as I can move. The good news is I can fire, I believe, or maybe not. I don't think I'm in range.
Well, if you stayed in the same hex, nope.
Nope. See, no, I don't stay in the same hex. Again, you swing your stern, not your bow. So as I swung my stern to kind of get some wind, at least on my starboard bow there, yeah, look at that. I'm now out of range. So, bad news for the French. Cool. That will be it for the St. Marianne. That's the end of my turn because I've now moved both my ships. It's now over to Discovery and Beersheba. Again, Beersheba's your heavy. She's the badass.
But I only get to move 2. And if I turn directly into the wind, I don't move anything.
Right. So you can turn twice to kind of put the wind on your quarter, or basically you can tack into the wind and get better speed next turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to attack. I want to get a little closer. So I guess up 1, over 1, turn back facing due north, do like a Z.
So 1, 2 for the Beersheba.
Yep.
1, 2 for the Discovery.
Yeah, and I know they're out of range, and they're both at full sail.
And they're both being blocked by the Mary anyway. Again, in this game, ships, I know it's a change from Dark Star, but in this game, ships do block line of sight. We are not in space. This is not a 3-dimensional battle area. Okay, so that's our turn 1.
It's a rather dramatic turn 1.
Well, you've already scored a hit and knocked out components. So.
I am happy I took down a cannon because I'm going to have to be at full sail until that wind shifts. And my goal is to take out her sails, not mine.
Let me actually, that should have been on its own tab there. So apologies for the little bit of bookwork here. That was turn 1. We'll now just call this turn 2. Okay. All right. We start off with initiative.
Initiative.
Hello, Rasmus. Yeah, Rasmus says, I come here and there's already gunfire right away, unlike the last game we had. Yeah, Rasmus was playing with us. Number 1, we dealt with some tremendous technical issues last time, which have hopefully now been resolved. So again, thanks for sticking with us, Rasmus, last week, number 1, or last game. And number 2, oh my God, the wind was so against them. I think it was like turn 5 before we even started bothering keeping track of the turns, because the wind was against everybody, and we just couldn't come close to each other.
Well, Rasmus, don't be too envious. Exactly 1 ship got to fire, and now no other ships can fire, and the wind is still against us. So it's probably we got 1 little explosion, now it's gonna be, help! I rolled a 6 on initiative.
Okay, I'm going to say that if we get within 1, the wind changes, because I don't want the game to be stupid.
This is going to be a boring game.
Yeah. 2, the wind does not change, but you move first.
Wind does not change. I move first. Okay, I am going to do the exact same thing with the Mary.
1,
up,
2.
Yeah.
And then turn again.
Am I still in arc?
You are still at full sail. I think you're still in arc.
Oh, but I don't think I'm in. Oh no, I moved 1 closer, so I should be at extreme range.
You've got to.
Just barely. Let's try. The big bad sloop of war hasn't gotten to fire yet, but the poor little Mary. Hey, she's pissed at the other ship's name.
Okay, now are you aiming high or low?
High.
Okay.
I want to take out sails.
Okay. You still have all your guns, so 2d6.
2d6. And I get a 6 and a 5.
6 and a 5. Okay, that's 2 hits on the mast. 1 hit on the main mast, 1 hit on the aft mast. I do get +1 to my saves.
Yep.
So here we go. First on the main mast, I need a 4 up to save. A 2. The main mast is knocked down. Oh no. And now on the other one, aft mast, again I need a 4, 5, or 6. Another fail. Oh no. So that is 2 masts knocked down.
Well, the good news is if the wind doesn't change, I'm not going to get anywhere near her to board her and capture her. So.
My max speed, I can no longer use my max speed. I can never take full sail again because I've lost 2 of my masts. And my normal speed has gone from a 3 to a 1. Because I lost, if we zoom in a little bit, people in the chat, you'll be able to see. Main mast, speed reduced by 1. For losing that mast, speed reduced by 1. So my speed was normally a 3, it's now down to a 1. Yeah, that's not good. The St. Marianne, it's already not so hot. Okay, speaking of the San Marianne, I can never take full speed again. I can always move at least 1. I literally just, I'm going to chug up 1. If I turn into the wind to escape, yeah, that wind is going to doom the St. Marianne. The St. Marianne's mission is to escape, but to do so, I literally have to, well, you know what I might do?
All you have to do to catch some wind is turn towards the pirates. That's all you got to do, and then you got full wind in your sails.
I might have to. Well, what sails? even if I turn with the wind on my quarter, which I technically can do, I still only get speed of 1.
Have the guys hold out their laundry.
There you go. Get rowboats out in front with tow lines. Pull for Lucky Jack. All right, I am within range. However,
you are within range, and I am at full sail, so I do not get the +1.
I've only got 2 guns because you've knocked out, or 2 batteries, whatever, because you've already knocked out 1 battery. Guys in the chat, notice that there is no option to shoot high or low on a sloop. Once the ship gets to a certain small size, it doesn't matter. You just shoot at the ship. It's only on large ships that you can actually start taking called shots on particular areas of the ship. That is 1 more than we had for the first 5 turns, says Rasmus. I can't argue with that. Yeah, oars out. Here we go. We're gonna have to do our best. I'm pretty sure that the San Marianne may be in trouble. I think we may have to bring in.
Yeah, but Jim, you forget, if I have to capture her, I've got to get to her. And the way this wind is, I'm not getting anywhere near her.
Yeah, that's also true.
We're at a stalemate, staring at each other, going, hey.
We just got to pound the crap out of San Marianne until she can't really resist boarding.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so here we go with San Marianne. I've got 2 guns left, firing at the Mary. Let's get Mr. Webcam going here. 2 and a 6. A 2 is a miss on a sloop. Notice the game's very elegant. Notice that the hit locations are different for different classes of ship. The smaller the ship, the less chance there are less boxes there are. So without even making a chart, you can just tell looking at the actual ship sheet that a 2 is a miss without the use of another chart. So 2 was a miss, no worries. The 6, however, is a mast. Guess what? You get no save because you're at full sails. So now your speed just dropped by 1, and you can never go full sail again.
I get no save at full sail? I thought I lost my +1 bonus. Okay, cool.
And your new speed is now 3.
Okay.
Speed reduced by 2. Your new speed is now 2.
Okay.
Okay. And that is it for the San Marianne. Over to you for either Discovery or Beersheba, your choice.
Okay, you might want to take that full sail thing off.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes, by 2, you are correct, Rasmus. We got it fixed.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Rasmus is here to keep us honest.
If I turn... I think I'm going to have to go up, over, and down to get to the Mary. I don't think I'm going to be able to turn direct at her.
This is going to sound weird. If you end your turn facing northwest, again, you're kind of playing for next turn's movement rate.
Yeah, you play for the wind.
Yeah. Because I don't think you're going to be able to get within gunnery range.
No, I'm not. Especially not with the Mary there. So I'm going to have to go past her. So we're going to go straight up to, which is my max speed at full sail, yeah?
Yes, because your wind is on your bow. Yep.
Yeah. Or on my port bow, yeah. And then if I angle that way, next round it's going to give me a kick and move me more.
Unless
if the wind doesn't
changes.
shift. Unless the wind changes.
Which has happened. To players' infuriation.
Ooh, do I want to play the odds? Do I want to stay? You know what? Don't turn me. Keep me going due north.
Really? Okay.
Oh. I got to get past the Mary.
Okay, the wind is on Mary Rochelle's bow, so I only have 2 movement points.
She's coming in.
Oh, well, otherwise it's going to be a real short string. 2 pirate ships, or 2 wooden ships just literally flailing at each other because the wind's against us.
Throwing rocks at each other.
But guys, you know, wind power and wooden ships, sometimes this is how it would go. You actually have some issues here. Okay, over to Beersheba.
So if I turn...
Oh, you know what?
What?
Rasmus says that you totally made the right call. If you had turned the way I had you, the Beersheba would have collided with you.
Yeah.
That is... Thank you, Rasmus. Thank you.
I would have just had to turn the Beersheba quicker.
You wouldn't
I would have
have
had to turn the...
You're not able to do that until...
Oh, you have to move forward one.
So the Beersheba doesn't have to collide in that case. You can always just say, I move 0, but it would have cost you your turn.
Yeah.
So, absolutely right. You made the right call. Thank you, Rasmus, again.
So if I go... If I turn due into the wind, I can't move forward at all.
Well, right now, the wind, your speed is determined by your beginning relationship to the wind.
So,
by the way, you can't turn into the wind. You will collide with the stern of the Discovery.
Well, I was going to say, if I turn 1, go up 1 and up 1, I'll get between the Discovery and the Mary, right?
That is illegal. You have to move at least 1 space before turning. So your stern goes here, then you turn.
I see.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, then just move me straight up to.
Any, wait a minute, 1. Ugh. 1, 2. Any, turns after that?
No.
Okay, cool. Alright, that ends turn 2. That was quick. I'm about ready to just say, the hell with it, the wind's gonna shift.
Well, let's try and see if we can follow the rules and get the wind to shift.
I'm about to literally use my god powers, wave my hand and the wind changes direction.
Okay, initiative. I rolled a 4.
I set up a new turn on my chart. Okay, let's see what happens on initiative.
Shouldn't we both have some smoke on us?
Nope. 4. No, I'm sorry. You rolled a 4. I got a 6. I won initiative. Alright, San Marianne is... I only have a movement of 1. I can't turn away. Actually, I can turn away.
You can.
1, 2, and I just won't have a turn, a movement.
You can't move 2, you can only move 1.
Oh, you're correct. Sorry. 1, but I'm still in range. Alright, then that doesn't help me. 1, and I'll just take another shot, I guess, on the Mary. Alright, here we go with 2 more guns, because I've already lost some guns. A 5 and a 4.
That's gonna hurt.
Alright, a 5. Now, you do get a save.
Because I don't have full
'cause you
sail
don't have
anymore.
full sail. So it is a +1 to your save, so you're looking for a 4, 5, or 6 on your foremast.
4, 5, or 6. And I get a... Hold on, fell on the floor. I get a 5.
Alright, cool, save that. Then you have to roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6, a 3 up, on your aft castle.
Watch, I blow this one. I got exactly a 3. Is that enough?
It is barely enough, because you're at extreme range, or I'm in extreme range, so you get a +1 to your save. Your 3 is read as a 4, which does count.
Okay.
Alright,
okay.
cool. So a cannonball went through the captain's quarters, but did not hit the rum cabinet.
Always good.
Tough Gears got a sea monster going in the chat. Check it out.
I noticed that. I love it.
Jim's using his loaded dice again. Then explain why I'm rolling so badly. Alright. So that was it for San Marian. Over to you for one of your ships.
Oh, sorry. The Sheba up to turn into the wind.
1, 2...
Beersheba.
Oh, wrong ship,
Beersheba.
sorry. The title's in the wrong spot. 1, 2, turn into the wind? Turn northeast?
Yep.
Alright. Here's my girl, Mary of Rochelle. The wind is now directly astern, and she has full sail. Now, believe it or not, that does not give her full speed.
Nope.
Again, for people in the chat who may have not seen our previous shows, when the wind is directly behind you, you don't get full speed, because obviously your sails are set up along your ship's center line, and only your aft sails are getting good wind. The ideal position for full freaking speed on a sailing ship is for the wind to be on one of your quarters, either port or starboard quarter, coming in from behind you and one of the sides. But for now, what that means is I get full speed -1. I think a merchantman has a full speed of 5 with full sails. Come on, merchantman. Come on already. Yep, full speed of 5 with full sails. I don't get that. I get 4. It's full speed -1. 1, 2, 3, 4. She goes right past this dude's little plantation house here. Hello, ding ding. So, help is coming in the form of Mary of Rochelle. Okay, over to your second ship.
Okay. I can only move, my max speed for the Mary is 1. With the wind. With this wind. If I had different wind, I can go up to 2.
Yes.
Okay. So, I go up 1 and turn.
You would not have any gunnery if you did that.
Okay. And you know what? If I'm still in arc here, Mary's going to stay.
Okay, Mary.
Drop sail and stay.
Drops anchor a little bit, and I think you're still in arc. I know you have range. I'm like triple sure about the arc question. Totally. Yep, you got it.
Yep. Alrighty, I still have both of my guns.
Yep. Because you made that save on the aft castle.
Okay.
Didn't hit the cannon, didn't hit the rum. All's well.
Okay, now that I've slowed her down, I'm gonna aim low.
It's time for a low blow. Alright, 2d6.
I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Alright, 1 is a
the
miss.
1 is nothing. Yep.
The 5 hits the gun deck. If I do not save, I need a 3 up to save. I save on a 4.
Okay.
Over to me. Have I moved both my ships now?
Yes, you have.
Oh, then just move your other... Oh, you only have Discovery left. Okay, you already moved Beersheba. Yep, just move Discovery.
Up 1. Turn into the wind.
Alright.
Over 1. And turn back.
Cool.
I think I'm 1 away, right? I don't think I'm
positive.
close enough.
You are
Yep,
just out
just
of range.
barely. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Turns in Letters of Marque are nice, quick, and easy. Oop, excuse me. Okay. Time for some initiative. Go ahead, roll.
Oh, Lord. 5.
I declare this is going to be a 5. A 2, sorry, it's not. Alright,
Wait, did I say 5? I meant 2.
You move first.
It's a hard dice to read.
You move first.
I was really counting on that wind shifting. That's okay.
Well, what we're doing is if we normally when the 2 players tie on initiative, the wind changes because the wind is really screwing both of us right here. I'm saying the wind is going to change if we get within 1, so that basically triples our chance that the wind's going to change.
Yeah.
But so far it hasn't happened. Also, it makes for a boring stream. It's not fun for our viewers.
All right, so then the Mary can't move forward at all. Yeah, she can just swing her stern.
No, the Mary
She's
gets
head
1
into the
movement
wind.
point.
Not the Mary, the Beersheba. I'm sorry.
Beersheba can only swing her stern. That's all she can do.
Okay, so swing her stern and face her back forward.
Oops.
Or move the ocean underneath her. I'll take either.
There you go. Tsunami. Okay, over to me. The San Marianne will fire her guns as best she can against the Mary. The 2 Marys are just slugging it out here at long range. Alright, 2 dice. Here we go. A 2 is a miss. A 6 is also basically a miss because I hit the mast that's already been hit. So that's it for that. Okay, over to your ship.
Can't blow up what's already been blew up. Okay, move the Discovery over 1, turn her into the wind.
Yep.
Forward 1, and then face back north. But I think I'm no longer in arc, am I?
Let's find out. That's why we have a tool.
If I don't turn her into the wind, I think I would be in arc. I mean, if I don't turn her back north again, I think I'd be in arc.
You're in arc now.
Okay.
Again, all ships and Letters of Marque cover 2 hexes. So, there you go.
Cool. So we'll get the Mary in on this action.
You mean the Discovery.
The Discovery, sorry.
There you
Discovery
go. That's
in
my
on
boy,
this.
James Carnegie. He's got 2 dice. Yeah, you will be at extreme range, but go for it.
Aiming low.
Aiming low. Got it. Go for it.
A 3 and a 3.
Double 3s. Oh, no!
I don't want to sink her.
We're going to see what...
I don't want to sink her.
Alright, double 3s. I get to, I save on all 3 up. I'm going to go ahead and roll both of them at the same time because they're both in the same location.
I don't want to sink her.
Excuse me.
Can I change one of those to a 2?
I saved on both of them.
Crap.
Yeah, at this range, it's hard to put a cannonball through 2 feet of wood. So it's tough at the moment. Okay, over to me for my turn.
Yep.
Oh, see, the wind's going to be on my quarter next turn. Jen, hint,
yes.
hint, hint. You could have been a bream of the St. Marianne by now. If you, well, maybe not by now, but you could have been a lot closer. You just have to take a somewhat indirect route to get there. Again, the wind. All right, so I think you've got the Mary. The Mary hasn't
Mary.
shot yet. Mary is still in arc and still in range, although extreme. Does she want to move first?
Nope, she's gonna stay right there.
Cool. Fire your 2 guns. I'm assuming you're aiming low.
Yeah. Well, if I aim high and I take out that last mast, I'm not doing any damage to the crew. All I'm doing is the Marianne can no longer move at all, right?
Yep. We'll say this much. If you reduce the St. Marianne to a derelict, she's as good as boarded. Then you literally just have to sit there and pound on her until, yeah. So, right now she can still move and she has guns. So if you reduce her to speed of 0 and 0 guns, she counts as boarded. As far as finding out where those 30,000 pieces of 8 are. For the people who have joined the stream, oh, food, there we go. Danger Will Robinson, all it takes is 1 good crit. That's true. If you get very unlucky. Rasmus, I don't know if you were in our stream when we first got started here. We are actually doing a historical scenario. This battle actually did take place. We have the historical ships, the historical commanders. Took place at a little spot here called the Bay of Hounds, April 4th, 1716. We are attempting to use Letters of Marque, not just as a fun little, popcorn game, but as an actual historical recreation kind of a game as well.
I'm gonna aim high.
Okay, so 2d6.
I want to take out that last sail.
2d6.
4 and 4.
2 4s. There you go. That's what you need to hit.
4s.
I get to save on a 4, 5, or 6. I get a +1 because, again, I'm at long range. So I'm looking for 4-ups. Here we go. 1 and a 3. I failed both of them. So, boom. 3rd mast is down. St. Marianne is not moving. All 3 masts have been knocked down. She is a sitting duck. Although she still has guns.
She still has guns.
Yep.
She's a duck with a machine gun.
Historically, for people in the chat, Henry Jennings did board the St. Marianne, or the Mary, or the St. Mary, or the Marianne, depending on what book you read, tortured the crew until they gave up the location of onshore somewhere is buried in one of these land hexes, 30,000 pieces of 8, which is a lot of friggin' money in those days. You could practically buy a ship for that, if not several small ones. So that's the point of this game, is to sink this ship. This ship escaped, although she might not this time, because instead of running away, she's actually trying to join the battle. Historically, she escaped. Historically, James Carnegie and the Discovery went after her, failed to capture her, because by the time James Carnegie aboard the Discovery reached the Mary of Rochelle, Mary of Rochelle had already been captured by a guy named Benjamin Hornigold, who, again, if you watch the Pirates, if you watch Black Sails, then you know who that is. Also, aboard the Beersheba, Jennings' flagship, is a relatively young, brand new pirate. He's not a captain yet, but he's just a crewman by the name of Charles Vane. Charles Vane is a crewman aboard the Beersheba, historically.
And I declare, when the Beersheba gets hit, a piece of wood is going to hit him in the throat, and that's where he gets his voice.
Is that why he talks like this for the rest of the series? Because he's got a piece of Beersheba's hull stuck in his throat? My name is Charles Vane.
All right, let's roll initiative.
I do 7,000 crunches again, crunches a day. That's how I get these abs, but I have no idea how to speak. All right. All right. So is that it for the turn?
Yep.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead. And
I rolled a 4.
I'm gonna do the rest of the stream in my Charles Vane voice.
Please no.
Please no. All our viewers leave. All right. Here we go with...
I rolled a 4.
Here comes a shift in the wind. A 1. Nope. Sorry. All right, you go first.
Okay.
Rasmus has no sympathy for you when it comes to fighting the wind.
The Mary's just going to fire where she is. Screw it.
2 dice, aiming low, I assume, because there's nothing left.
There's nothing to hit,
All right, so 2 dice.
All right, 2 dice, aiming low. I rolled a 3 and a...
Come on.
6.
3 and a 6. Okay, so I'll try to save on the 3. A 3 up. I roll a 2. Oh no!
Lose another cannon?
Yep. Boom. Aft castle.
Yes!
I failed that save.
Down to only one
So
cannon.
now she's down to just one gun. And then you roll a 6. Stern,
Yep.
5 or 6. I have to roll a 4, 5 or 6. Some extreme range.
Yep.
I failed that one too. Oh no. So as these hit locations fill up, guys, if she hits that location again, that generates a crit. You can't get a crit until you hit locations that have already been hit, basically. Checking. Yeah, everything here pretty much has one hit locations because we're mostly light ships. But when you get into some of the bigger ships, frigates, galleons, ships of the line, some locations will have more than one box. So you will literally have to fill it in with multiple hits. But once a area has been hit that has no more hit locations, it will then generate a D6 on the crit table. And that's when crews start getting knocked down. That's when hulls split open, keels crack, rudders are shut off, fires start, a whole host of
Dogs and cats living together.
yeah, bad things start happening from there. Okay, and all right, cool. So yeah, I'm down to one gun. My turn. I'm gonna go ahead and use my one gun and shoot back at the Mary, because damn you.
She's been pegging away at you the whole game.
Actually, I'm going to try and shoot the Discovery here and maybe knock down one of her sails, since you still have full sail and therefore no saves. So I'm firing on the Discovery. Hopefully I can knock down a sail. Let's see what happens. 5, I just knocked down a sail.
You just knocked down a sail.
Okay, that was Discovery. Guess what, Discovery? Boom! Your speed is now a 2.
Down to 2. Yeah.
Okay, so now it's over to your turn. Oh, you are no longer at full sail, ironically. Oh, and technically, St. Marianne only has one little gun. Everyone who watches our streams knows I love my silly little gun poofs, my little smoke columns. Here, I tried to make it where they actually also serve a game function. So they track how many guns these ships still have.
All right. Move the Bathsheba.
You were asking before about smoke. Now that the St. Mary really does have no shields, I will actually, oh no, just to remind myself that she is immobile.
Well, she was getting pissed.
Yeah, because she won't turn northwest and get wind in her sails.
Yeah, I just know the second I do, the friggin' wind's gonna change. But fine, I'll listen to you, Jim.
No, don't, because then it's going to change, and then you're going to blame me for your ill fortune. Walkabout Games! Alright, Walkabout Games says, I just got home, and I hate meth heads. Okay, that's a sentence I never thought I'd use in a serious conversation. A piece of 8 in today's money is worth about $1. Oh, okay, so $30,000.
Hey,
Right.
$30,000 is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, but how much was $1 worth in those days?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Alright.
All right. Move the Bathsheba up 2 and turn her northwest.
Alright. Now it's up to Lady Rochelle, who has full speed. The wind is on her her starboard quarter. Question, do I want to take down my full sails? No, not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where was I? Okay, that's it for Mary of Rochelle. Over to you.
The last one is the Discovery.
Yep.
Hopscotch or one closer. Yep.
Barely in range.
I counted it.
Yep.
I will be shooting high.
So I was like, do I do that with full sail? You know what? If nothing else, I draw fire off of St. Marianne, which is the objective of the game. Go for it.
Aiming high. I rolled a 4 and a 4.
Cool. She loses one sail.
Unlike Dark Star, it is not good necessarily to get twice in the same location. All right, I think that's it for the turn.
Damn it, I keep doing the wrong thing there. Turn 6. I had to respond to someone smashing glass doors and setting off alarms. Nice. You know what? I guess I can't complain about my job. My job is all spreadsheets, and I never get to break glass or respond to somebody who's breaking glass.
Talk about games. You're police?
A $1770 is $63 in today's money. Okay, so when you say a Spanish piece of 8, I guess the question is a Spanish piece of 8 worth $1 or worth $63? Either way, $30,000 is nothing to sneeze at. But it's either $30,000 or a much larger sum. Whatever 30,000 times 63 is. Times 6 would be 180,000. Times 60 would be 1.8 million. So yeah, there's a fair amount of gold there on the beach historically.
Them are hills.
The crew of the Marianne knows where it's at. We got to board the St. Marianne and torture those poor Frenchmen until they tell us where it is. Meanwhile, Mary of Rochelle is like, I really should have left like I did historically, because now I'm missing a sail. Okay, so I got to set up here for turn 6. Go ahead and roll your initiative.
Okay, and I rolled a 1. A whopping 1.
I roll a 1, so the wind does not change. I go first.
This is gonna hurt.
We are now in medium range. And oh my, would you look at the time. Armed French heavy merchantman carries 3 batteries of guns. Yeah, she cooks off big time. And
now she reduced movement, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
The wind was still on her quarter.
Yeah, but she was 1 sail less.
Did you count how many hexes I moved?
I trust you.
Before you. Oh, I'm still at long range. See, I'm glad I checked. All right, I thought I was closer than that. Okay, so 3 dice here on the Discovery. Hey, Discovery, you're about to discover what it feels like to get a face full of grape shot. Blast some fools! Oh man, I got a terrible roll like that. Tough ears, I invite this. It has your chance now to talk about my loaded dice.
So 1 hit in 5.
Which I think you've.
No, I think I lost 4.
Yeah, you can't be at full sail. Mary has lost 4, so now you save on a 4, 5, or 6.
4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6. And I roll a.
Oh, sorry, wrong ship.
Wrong ship.
We're talking about the Discovery, right?
Yeah.
I just said I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 has already been hit. Never mind, no effect.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the Mary.
I only rolled a 3 to save, so.
You would have lost the mast, but that mast is already down. So, yeah, no effect. Okay, so I've moved my first ship. Move your first ship.
I think the Discovery is just gonna, move 1 closer and return the favor.
Up, 1, 2. You have to move forward 1 before you change
Now I should still be in arc, but now I should be at medium range, yeah?
I believe so.
Now I have to.
I am checking. Yep, you're totally in arc, and now you're in yellow, so no bonus on save.
Alrighty.
2 dice, rolling high or low.
I want to get rid of some of those guns. I'm rolling low.
Alright, shooting low on the Mary of Rochelle. 2d6.
I roll a 3 and a 6.
3 and a 6. Alright, cool. So first I'll try to save on the 3. I need to roll a 4, 5, or 6. Failed, so that's one cannon gone. Now I have to roll on the 6. I need to roll a 5 or 6. And I fail on that too. Damn, man, the pirates are just shooting the crap out of me today. Oh no! Alright, hit on the aft castle reduces 1 cannon point. Oops, reduces by 1, not 2, 1. Alrighty. That's 2 more hits. Alright, that's not good. Okay. Over to my turn. Said Marianne has one gun left. Hey Mary, I'm really tired of you. Go away. 4 is a hit on something. The Mary, 4, aft castle. Alright, you have to save on a 3-up.
3-up, save on a 3-up. Let's see if I can get it. No, I didn't. A 2.
Cool, that is 1 gun down on the Mary.
So Mary and her one little cannon. Pew, pew.
That's all I got, and I'm a ship like 3 times your weight.
Okay, so the Mary is gonna hopscotch over 1. Remember, she can only move 1.
Then she has to literally just move.
Okay.
And then she can turn at the end of her move, or she can just keep going straight. If she wants to move and turn, she's going to have to sacrifice a fire phase somewhere.
Okay.
Because she just lost too many sails. Well, she only has 2 sails. She's lost 1 of them.
Yeah, I'll just move forward like that. And then she's only got 1 cannon left.
Aiming low, I assume?
Aiming low. She wants to take out that last cannon.
Alright.
So basically I'm looking for a 5?
You're looking for anything. Because the other areas you can get crits on. So just go ahead and roll.
But I don't want to sink her. I rolled a 4.
A 4, I have to save on a 3-up. I'm sorry, on a 4-up on the bow. Good grief, man. My saves are just terrible. These French ships are built of balsa wood.
We're never going to reach her. I'm thinking of having my crew jump off the ship and swim over.
Speaking of never reaching her, it's now the Bersheba's turn, who has a speed of 6.
All right. So...
Because, oh my, would you look at the
wind
time?
didn't shift.
The
yes, I know.
skill is actually the right location.
Let me go forward.
Almost like you should have listened to Big Daddy Riskany like 4 turns ago.
Bite me, ass munch. It looks like in order to turn, I'm going to have to go up 2. I'm going to have to go forward 2. Because if I only go forward 1, I'm going to crash into the Discovery, yeah?
Okay. I got Mr. Marque here. Alright, you start off here.
Yeah.
Your stern starts off here.
Yeah.
Move. Turn. You have to have at least 1 hex per, or you can't turn twice in 1 movement point. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, the only difference is I think sloops are. Hold on, let me look this up. Sloops are limited. All these ships are limited in how many turns they can do in a single turn.
I think I can only do 3.
Which is phenomenal. Turns too. You can only turn twice.
I can only turn twice.
Which is normal. It's pinnaces that can move 3 times. So you can turn once, you can turn twice.
And then I crash into the Discovery.
Or you just don't move full speed. Or you turn the other way. Turn. Then the wind is still on your stern next turn. Turn south.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll turn south, move me forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
You want to move all 6 hexes?
Yep. I gotta get past the Mary. Unless I only move 1 hex and then I cut in front of the Mary, but...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then next round, my wind is still on my quarter.
I literally just, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Welcome to the stream, Glade Runner. Hi.
Oh, just know if I could use the language I want to use right now.
Whatever. Everyone on the stream just literally saw me give you the move, so it's all fine. It's all fine. They tuned in to see us argue. It's great. Is that it for the turn?
Yep.
Cool. The Thursday show, Bill was talking about, yeah, tune in to see the Jim and Jen show. I'm like, yeah, they probably will. Okay, initiative time. Go ahead.
And I roll a 4.
5 or 6, sorry. I move first.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. 1, 2.
Oof, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, I no longer have. I've lost a gun, right? Yeah.
You've lost a gun, and you're down a sail.
Well, I've already done that.
I know you counted for that.
So, but I did not do the guns. All right. 1, 2, 3. We're still in yellow, but here comes the guns. On the Discovery, there's no aiming high or low on a sloop. Sink that sloop, boy! God damn it, the 1. 4. Aft castle, you have to roll a 4 up to save.
4 up to save, and I rolled exactly a 4.
Cool, it's saved. Over to you, your first turn. Wind is still northeasterly.
Okay, let's get the Bathsheba in this bitch. Move her
Speed is
forward
still 6.
1. Yeah, I know. Move her forward 1. Turn towards the island. Move her forward then. 1, 2. And then turn her towards the Marianne.
Now, even though you're moving directly into the wind now.
I still have the wind from my last turn.
Exactly, yeah. Now, next turn, you're going to be screwed.
Yeah, but that's
now,
okay.
3,
I'm closer.
4, 5, 6. You've already made your 2 turns, so you're kind of stuck there.
I know, but that's okay.
Cool, so you're in 10-17.
I can't fire this round, but I'm putting myself in position for next round, because the Marianne ain't going anywhere.
This is true. We'll give you a +1 on your boarding check on the Bathsheba, because Bathsheba includes Charles Vane. Charles Vane's a badass. Even though he talks like an idiot with his, he thinks he's Christian Bale in the Batman movies. I just drank a whole bottle of gin. Okay, so that's your move. Over to my move.
The Marianne. Imagine she's going to shoot at the Mary.
Oh yeah, because I've already fired the Mary Rochelle, right?
Yeah. At the Discovery.
Was that this turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You went, then Bathsheba went, now Marianne's going, then the Discovery's going to go, then the Mary's going to go. Yeah.
Actually, the St. Marianne could fire on the Bathsheba.
She could. That's in the arc? Okay.
It is an arc, barely. 1, 2, yeah.
Okay. Shoot her 1 gun at the Bathsheba.
If it knocks down a sail. I mean, yeah, like clip. And it's in yellow. I literally have to do it. Alright, here we go. 1 gun at the Bathsheba. 5. Goodbye, sail.
Okay.
At full sail. Alrighty, Bathsheba just lost her forward mast. Alright. And that's it for my turn. I think you still have the Mary.
I still have both.
Oh, I went first this turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Mary and Discovery.
Okay, so the Discovery is going to shoot at the Rochelle.
Aiming high or low?
Low.
Alright.
Since we can't sink the other one, I'm going to blow this bitch up. And I rolled a 4 and a 6.
4 and a... Oh! Crit! Because 6 has already been filled up.
Well,
Alright,
crit if you don't save.
If I don't save, yeah. So bow, I have to save on a 5 or a 6 because we're at medium range now. I failed. Clunk, and now I need to save on a 5 or a 6 on the stern. Oh no!
Come on, crit, 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 crit.
A 1!
Yes!
That is a crit. Okay. Roll 1d6 on the critical hit charts.
Okay. And I rolled a 1.
A 1. The crew is, or the captain's wounded. Crew in chaos for the next ship's turn. Roll another d6.
5.
5. The ship may neither move or fire for next turn. Because, there's like, the captain's either hit or dead.
Not as dramatic as I would have liked, but I'll take it. I declare that was de Chalamond.
Oh no!
De Chalamond's great grand uncle.
Okay.
And now the Mary.
Oh no. Poor Mary
Mary's
with that one gun. She still moves 1 point. She moves up 1?
No.
No, she has to drop anchor or whatever.
She's gonna stay there.
Shoot!
We're in range. Keep banging away at her. Her one little gun. Pew! Okay. And I rolled a 2.
2 on the Sun Marian. Okay, that has already been hit, which means that it's going to be a crit if I don't save. However, we're still at long range, so I save 103 up. Dude, I rest my case about my save dice. I haven't made a single save for it.
The fates want...
Alright.
So that should have been her last gun, yeah?
No, Jen.
Okay.
We'll go through it again. You hit number 2 on the St. Marianne. It's already lost.
I thought you lose another cannon.
No.
Okay.
You've already hit that location. You can't kill guns that aren't there. You have to hit number 5 to take out the last gun.
To take out the last gun.
There you go. But what happened was you just scored a crit. So
all right.
Roll a d6 on the crit table.
And I rolled a 1.
All right, another ship captain hit. Roll a d6.
I rolled a 5.
I apologize, everyone, for the really boring stream we're having. Get out of the way, Mr. Boat. All right. Oh no.
At least you know I'm being honest with the dice.
Alright, put that back where she goes. Alright, cool. Alrighty, now here's something that we don't normally... That concludes the turn, right?
Yeah.
Turn sequence. Remove sunk or scuttle ships. Check for blazes. Remove all no fire and no move counters. So, unfortunately, you scored those crits after they had already taken their turn. But if you score those crits before those ships get to move or fire, that's when that really takes effect.
Doesn't it say next turn? In the crit table?
Yeah, for the ship's next turn. However, remove all fire and no move counters.
Okay.
Alright, turn 8.
So those really were worthless crits. That's okay.
Only because of when you scored them in the turn sequence. Alrighty. The good guys are winning. 2 frog captains down. Yeah, that's true. Both captains have been hit. There you go, Jen. No matter what, you've wounded de Chalamond. No matter what ship he was on.
No matter what ship he was hiding in, I got it.
Hiding.
Okay. Initiative 4.
Six. I go first. Alrighty. Mary Rochelle fires for 2 guns at the Discovery. Do it. 2 is a miss, and the 5 I think is just as good as a miss.
Yep.
Oh my god. Alright, that's it for
You need
that.
to readjust your gun sights.
I need to readjust my dice. Okay, over to you. Your turn.
Swing the Bathsheba's stern so I can shoot at the Marianne. Or at least I hope I can shoot at the Marianne.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, I think you can.
Though then again, I don't know if I want to shoot her. I want to get to her.
Yep, you got her. You're not going to sink her, Jen. All right?
Okay.
The odds are astronomically against it.
I've got 3 guns.
That's true. This is a sloop of war. I forgot you had 3 guns. Go for it.
All right, aiming low.
Okay.
6, 5, 5.
Okay. I think we're in yellow. I just measured this, but I wasn't paying attention.
Well, you measured for shape.
Yeah, we're in yellow. Cool. Oh no. Now, Henry Jennings is recorded to have personally fired what they call the Great Gun aboard the Beersheba. So I don't know if the ship had one giant gun on each side or something like that, like a big 24-pounder or something. So apparently he just did pretty well, because he hit the gun deck that you were aiming at. I have to save twice because you scored 2 5s. So that's 2 chances at a 4, 5, or 6. I made one and failed the other. So that is now all guns knocked out. Okay. What was the other one you scored on?
A 6.
A 6 is the stern. I have to save on a 5 or a 6. I do not save. That is a crit.
Okay, that is a crit. Let me
Roll
roll
a
on the crit
D6.
table. I rolled a 2.
2. Tar and powder ignite and flames spread across the ship. Place a blaze counter on the target area. In each phase, we see if the fire spreads or goes out. So now you've set the ship on fire. If the ship sinks, they're just going to jump off the ship and... Oop, I went out too far. Then you, fish them out of the water there.
Basically, now she's a burning wreck that can't go anywhere.
That was on the stern, right? That was on the 6?
Yep.
Cool. Alright, and that fire will either spread or go out, or if it spreads, it goes in different directions, or it just stays put. It is a fire, so it is not static. It will, move around. Okay, she is now, every single hit location that's been hit, pretty much every hit you do to her now will probably do a crit.
Okay.
Crits do also reduce crew. So, there's not a, in other words, there's still a reason to shoot at her.
Yeah. Oh, the Mary's still going to shoot at her.
Right,
the Mary's got a vendetta now, apparently.
I now have no guns on the St. Mary Ann, so the St. Mary Ann sits there and burns. That's her turn. Over to you for the Mary.
The Mary is going to aim low. She wants to knock out some crew. And she rolled a 5.
Alright, now I'm at long range, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So I got a +1 on my save.
Mm-hmm.
I need a 3 up to save.
Yep.
Here comes the 2.
Here comes the 2.
3 up, I barely made it.
You saved!
Alright, I think that concludes the turn.
And then, nope, the Discovery has to fire back at the Rochelle.
Go for it.
Still yellow, yeah?
1, 2, 3 hexes away. Are you aiming high or low?
I'm aiming low.
Cool. 2 dice. Aiming low.
I rolled a 4 and a 4.
2 4s.
2
Okay,
4.
so the 4's already been hit. I have to save on a 5 or a 6 twice. Here comes double crits. I made one. Wait a minute.
Nope, 5 and a 6.
It's double crits. Oh no! Alright, roll on the crit table twice.
First crit is a 5.
Okay, that's 2 below the waterline hits. Next crit.
Next crit is a 3.
3. Deck is soaked in blood. Sailors jump for their lives. Lose 1 crew. Alright, 2 below the waterline hits and -1 crew. Yeah, the French are just getting tooled up on this.
Well, you've been winning pretty much everything you've played recently, so it's about time.
I've won my last 6 games, in a row. No matter
so
what
it's
the
about
genre,
time.
No matter what the system, I've just been stomping on it. But yeah, I'm getting taking behind the pirate woodshed today.
Tough ears, morale test for the frogs to see if they hop it.
See if they hop it. I see what you did there, Tough ears. Oh my god. To see if they hop it. Yeah, some of them just did. Some of them literally just did.
They slipped right off the blood on the deck and landed in the ocean.
Well, yeah, they say some shipmen jump for their lives. So yeah, some crewmen aboard the Mary Rochelle are literally jumping off the ship at the moment. It literally says that in the crew description. Well-timed comment for sure. Okay.
Alrighty. Initiative.
Oh my god, you're merciless. I can't even set up a new tab. You're that anxious to get back to killing me.
I gotta get to the Marianne.
Just so you know, this is why Jen and I have lasted this long as a couple. Whenever we're getting ready to have a fight, we set up a war game table and we just kick the shit out of each other. That way we never actually fight. Alright, initiative time.
4.
2. Wind still doesn't change, even with our bullshit
damn.
rules. Okay,
okay, the Bathsheba can move.
Who got the higher roll? I actually forgot.
I got a 4.
Okay, so yeah, you go first.
Okay, the Discovery is going to fire at the Mary of Rochelle.
Not moving?
No, can she get one closer? She should have 2 movement, yeah, or 1 movement. From this direction.
1 movement because of the direction, yeah. So
okay, so no, then she's going to stay where she is.
Turn, yeah, she would lose arc.
Yeah, nope. Just keep her where she is.
Alright.
2 guns. Come on, aiming low. Double 6. 6 and 6.
Oh my god, Jen, she's trying to kill me, everybody. This ain't
yes,
right.
I am. She should have run away.
She should have run away, yeah.
She should have run away.
Double failure on the, look at that save roll, guys.
Wish I had my camera on, you'd see my dork dance. Waving my arms in the air.
Double crits.
I just don't care.
Double crits. Go for it. Roll 2d6 on the crit tables.
2d6 on the crit table. I rolled a 3 and a 3. No, 3 and a 2. Excuse me, 3 and a 2. 3 and a 2.
Okay, so now there's a fire going, and another crew just jumped off the ship. They literally are hopping off the ship. And now there's a blaze. What did you roll? Double 6s?
Double 6s.
Oh, guys, sorry. We never rolled the blaze at the end of last turn. Sorry. So at the end of turn 8, we should have rolled the blaze on the first French merchantman. Blaze table. Okay, give me a second. There's the blaze table. I'll position it so that it still can be read as I turn on my webcam. Alright, 1d6 on the blaze table. I roll a 2. Blaze goes out. Remove the blaze counter, replace with a hit.
Okay.
Alright, well there's already a hit there, so.
They stopped the fire with their blood.
Yeah, they literally bled into the fire until it went out. Oh, by the way, now that you're on fire too, I'll put a little blast counter on you. Man, the French have no luck in this game.
Now the Rochelle gets to go.
Okay.
She still gets to fire.
Well, hold on. It's my ship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Marianne, it is my turn, because Marianne, we already decided, isn't going anywhere. Sorry, it is the Mary Rochelle's turn. I do have 2 guns left on her, believe it or not. Or two gun batteries.
She can try and get away.
Will she move?
She's gonna run away.
She's down some speed.
She could go forward, turn northwest, and, be ready to flee. Actually, I think that puts her in close range now, doesn't it?
She's now in close range. And out of your arc.
Yep.
Alright, so now I shoot, and you get -1 on your saves.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll still miss. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead
You've been
and try.
hitting. You just can't save for shit.
I keep missing with at least 1-1, or 1-2. Alright, so the 1 is a miss. The 3, I think, is a hit on something.
Yes, it is.
It's the Discovery, right? Yep. Foxhole, so you have to roll a 5 or a 6 to save.
5 or 6 to save. Is it still a 5 or 6, that even though I'm this close?
It's a 5 or 6 to save.
Oh, okay. I see that it's originally a 4, 5, or 6. 5 or 6 to save, and I did not save. I rolled a 4.
You are down one cannon. Cool. Alright, that's it for my turn. I think you have
I have
Mary
both.
and Bathsheba, yeah, left, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, the Bathsheba's going to move one closer.
Rasmus says feed the sharks, it's better than SeaWorld. Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait, if the Bathsheba moves one closer, let me have the Mary fire first.
Okay. There you go. Use
The Mary's going to fire her one gun.
Use the turn sequence to your advantage.
And Mary fired a 5.
Alrighty, a 5. Oh, they're all crits now. It's just whether or not I can save. I do get a +1 on the save. So I have to roll a 3 up. Hey, I saved again.
You saved one!
Yay! Alright, that's it for the Mary. Over to Bathsheba, who still has all her sails, so...
Yeah. No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't, sorry.
No, she doesn't.
She has a speed of 2. Make that a speed of 1, because she's...
1 because of the wind.
Yep.
Alright, so move me forward 1. And you know what? Move the Mary up 1 too. I should have moved her up 1 before. I know it's a little out of order, but it doesn't affect. I still would have been able to fire and all that. Okay.
Yep. If you move 1 more hex, you'll be out of arc.
Yep.
For the Mary.
So, yeah, I guess the Bathsheba is just gonna... Do I want her to turn northwest to have more movement next round?
It just means she'll have 2. You can only move 2 turns a turn.
My max speed is now 2 total, even though I've only lost 1 sail?
Yeah, you only have 2. You're still a sloop. You're not a bark. You're still a sloop. You only have 2 sails.
No, okay, I know. No, but I thought...
Yes.
So I go... Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So I'll just fire.
All right, 3 guns.
3... Oh, that's right, 3 guns. Thank you for reminding me.
Yep, so yeah, sloop of war.
All righty. 1-1.
All right, that's a miss. Small mercies.
A 4 and a 6.
Okay, so I have to roll... Oh, you're still at medium range, right? 1, 2, 3, yep. Cool, so I have to roll a 5 or a 6. You roll a 4 and a 6?
Yep.
I have to roll 2 4-ups. No, 2 5-ups. One success, 1 failure, so that's 1 crit.
So it's another crit.
D6.
A 4.
4. With an ominous creak, the seams of the boat start to split. Take 1 below the waterline hit. Alright, she's starting to sink. You don't want to do too many of those.
I know.
The objective is to take her somewhat, I don't want to say intact, but
All right.
try to board her.
Now we just have to roll for the fire on the Rochelle, and then the term's done.
That's right. Thank you. Blaze table. Let me find it. 1d6 on this table here. A 4. Blaze does not spread, no new effect. So it either goes out, it stays put, or it spreads 1. Is the 3 basic choices.
Initiative.
Right, first I have to set up a new tab. Cool. Turn 10 is now a go. Initiative, webcam. A 5. We are within 1. The
wind has changed. Okay.
Odds for clockwise. That was
odds.
Yeah, odds for clockwise, so it's going up this way now.
Sweet.
Cue the scorpions. Is that a Rocky like the Hurricane? Is that? I always get scorpions in Europe confused. I know that's or Journey. Those are weird bands that kind of get mixed up, but I always get those 3 confused for some reason. Okay, alright, who wants to go first? Oh, wait, we have to roll initiative. No, you technically rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6, you rolled a 5. I'm going
So
first.
you go first.
The Discovery.
I was going to say the Rashiva's right there with wind on her port quarter.
I know, but I want to get the Rochelle. The Marianne ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
And I can't get to the Marianne this round, even with wind on my port quarter. You told me with wind on my port quarter, I'd still only move 2. That's not close enough to get to the Marianne.
All right, so go ahead and move the Discovery. Now that you're done
I'd
yelling
like
at
the
me.
Discovery to move forward 1
Yep.
and turn, so she has arc, northwest. And I think we'll just, fire there.
Cool. Nearly point-blank broadsides. 2 hexes away, so now we're in the red zone.
We're in the red zone.
Red zone.
Red for blood.
2d6.
Blood of the French dead.
Oh, God, listen to this. Don't look at me, guys. I have to live with her.
Aiming low.
Oh, winds of change. Gotcha. There you go.
A 4 and a 6.
The reference went over my head. Okay. I think you want to sink the Rochelle. So 4 and a 6. My odds here are, or my saves here are a 5 or a 6. Except we're at point blank range, which means I have to subtract 1. Basically, I have to roll a 6 twice. So let's figure out the odds of that happening. Here we go. I roll 2 misses on my save, so that's 2 crits on the Mary of Rochelle. 2 crits.
Alrighty. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
3 and a 4. That's another waterline hit and another crew gone. So she is now out of crew. She's ready for free boarding. Except, oh, you literally sank her as you were doing that. Blub, blub, blub. There goes the Rochelle. The Rochelle is now sinking. She will sink at the end of the turn.
Whew. Okay.
What the hell? Oh, it's because I've got... Okay, I think that will pretty much end the game because the Mary Rochelle now doesn't get a turn. She's literally sinking. That's her turn, is to sink. And the Marianne cannot fire or shoot.
Yep. So it's just a matter of when I can over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1.
Yeah. Okay,
Make my
so
way there.
at the end of turn 10, we now go to turn 11. No, dude, wrong button. Move or copy. There we go.
I'll move Michelle her Bathsheba her move this round.
Okay.
She didn't get
I know
moved.
there's some latency, Jen. You don't see what I'm doing at this moment, but I'm in the middle of something else.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's now turn 11 through, we'll say, 15. Okay. And I'm sorry, what were you doing now?
Moves a Bathsheba to the Marianne.
Okay, well, again, over the course of the next 4 turns, you now have a speed of 2. 1, 2. Facing into the wind.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That would be like turn 11. And that would be turn 10.
Yeah.
Turn... Oh, so I see what you're saying. Hold on. Let's make our little turn sequence. How about Mary? What's Mary doing?
She'll do the same thing.
Not firing. Not firing. Oh! One, two.
I'd like to try and...
That formally concludes turn 10.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Now we go to turns 11 and 15. Hold on. Oh, that's right, because the movement, the wind is different now. Sorry. Sorry. I have many problems. Okay, so we were right. Okay, so let me get this map right. Because we copied it before we made our updates. Okay, there's our beginning positions. Okay, a sinking ship stays in place for 1 turn. She blocks line of sight and, various other things. She's still a navigational hazard. That's the beginning of turn 11. Okay, so for your turn 11, what's Discovery doing?
She can only move 2 still, so she's going to move forward 1, turn.
At the moment, she moves only 1 because the wind is directly.
So move her forward 1 and turn her southwest.
Cool. Mary? She only has movement of 1 now.
Forward 1, turn.
Directly into the wind?
Yeah. Well, then she can't move at all.
I know.
Yep, so just leave her like that.
All right.
The Bathsheba. There we go.
Okay. Turn 11. Just give me a second. We're going to kind of hack our way through the rest of this game, guys. Turn 11. Wind does change. So, odds turns clockwise. Odds clockwise. Clockwise. Wind is now heading straight north. So now it's, now you've got it.
Yeah.
So now you move 2. This is technically turn 12.
Yep.
1.
1. And then 1 and then...
Hold on. It's surprisingly difficult to do this. 1, you can't turn because you'll crash. 2.
2.
And then turn.
Yep.
Like that, like that. 1. Mary of Rochelle completes sinking. Okay, turn 13. Odds on a 1, the wind changes again. 2, no, does not change. You now have a speed of 1, but that's all you need. 1, 2. You are now a beam. 1. We'll just go ahead and, so you're gonna have to double border. So on turn on turn 12 you can try it, but your odds aren't great. On turn 12 you can border from 2 sides.
We'll wait until that. We'll wait until turn 13.
Turn 13 you now are boarding her from 2 directions, from 2 different ships. So on turn 13 you are now boarding good old pirate
4
boarding.
crew to 3.
4 crew to 3 plus my cannon. Oh, I have no cannon. So, oh god, I can't remember how this works. Declare target, ensuring placement. D6 plus crew, D6 plus crew plus cannon. Oh, yeah, D6 plus crew. Lose 1 crew, lose or lose. Okay, cool. So you have to roll 2d6 as high as you can. Add your crew to both numbers. I have to roll 1d6.
So the Mary rolled a 2 plus 2 for her crew plus 1 for her cannon?
No, the attackers do not get cannon.
Okay, so 2 plus 2, the Mary got a 4.
Got it.
The Bathsheba rolled a 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay, I now roll my d6 plus crew, which is 3, plus guns, which is 0, because I'm the defender. So d6 plus 3. I'll make it a different color dice. I roll a 4 plus 3 is a 7. I win. One of your ships just lost a crew member. Do you want it to be the Mary or the Bathsheba?
The Mary.
Alright, the Mary just lost a crew member. Or a crew group, or whatever.
That's why I should have kept firing. I should have tried to take out some of that crew, but I didn't want to sink it before I boarded it.
Okay, and now I have the option whether or not I want to counterboard. If I do that, I'm going to leave my own ship vulnerable, so no, I will not do that. Okay, on turn 14, we do it again. Except now you're rolling a D.
The Mary only.
Yeah, cool.
The Mary only adds 1.
You got it.
So the Mary rolled a 4 plus 1 is 5. The Bathsheba rolled a 6 plus 2 is 8. They're pissed.
Okay.
They're like, we didn't go through all this to lose.
So we had a 5 and basically
5 and an 8.
Are the two.
Yep.
I don't think I can. Well, I could. I'd technically beat that. Okay. Again, I have full crew plus 3. I tied.
An 8, you tied.
All right. So no effect. Let's go to turn 15. Do it again.
Marianne's putting up a fight.
It's tough to actually board a ship. Yeah.
Ooh, this one's not so good. The Mary rolled a 2 plus 1 is 3.
Yep.
The Bathsheba rolled a 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay, here comes the Marianne. A
Get rid of
2
that.
plus 3 is a 5. So
So the Bathsheba wins.
The Bathsheba wins. I now lose a crew.
Now, does the Mary lose another crew because she lost the other one?
He doesn't make it clear.
Okay.
Because I don't think he anticipated multiple ships boarding at the same time.
Okay.
His system only is clear for one ship on one ship. No, you got the higher roll. You got the better. You got the better result. Okay, so now I only add 2 to my roll. All right, so now we go to turn 15.
Boarding takes a long time. Much better, much better. Mary rolled a 5 plus 1 is 6, and the Bathsheba, she wants this thing. She rolled another 6. She's got an 8. I'm gonna bronze these 2 dice. These 2 dice. Whenever I need to roll high, I'm gonna use these 2 dice.
Okay, now for the Frenchman. Frenchman rolls a 6 plus 2 is 8. No effect.
No effect. God damn it.
2 on. Okay, turn 16. Guys, we're going the distance. If the attacker is winning, he can continue. Yeah, she's continuing. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
The Mary rolled another 2 for a total of 3. The Bathsheba rolled a 5 for a total of 7.
So a 7 and a 3 were your final numbers?
Yes.
Cool. Plus 2. Oh my god. Boom. Who's losing another crewman? Did these Frenchmen suddenly turn badass?
I know. We'll have the Mary. We'll have the Mary lose her last crew and bow out.
Okay. That's it for the Mary. She is now going to... yeah, she has to break off. Because she has no more crew members. In fact, I can counterboard, but in order to do that, I have to give up one of my crewmen.
Yeah,
basically,
go ahead.
I move one crew. I have to move one crew box to the Mary, and then I literally just sailing away with your ship. But if I do that, I lose the... I now only add 1 to the Marianne. You have to account for your crew boxes. So that's an option I have right now. I literally just won the roll. It's up to me. Yeah, we're going to do that. I move that hit to this location. I'm now sailing away with your ship. How do you like me now? Dun, 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 dun.
And the Bathsheba fires on the Mary.
No, the St. Marianne is in the way. Change flags. The Mary is now a French ship. Tuvan, I just stole your ship. Come on and join together for crying out loud. Group.
I did not go through all this to lose.
Oh my god, dude. Hold on. I accidentally glued the piece to the friggin' map sheet. Move to the back. There you go. Everyone's back. Now do it right this time, you fool. Group together. Finally. God, that took too long.
Can I cross over from my people who are on the Marianne and get them onto the Mary?
I think we're having some audio issues. Jen, we're having audio issues. I can barely hear you. Give me a second. That took place. Hold on. Combat boarding, so it's after movement. Okay. New turn. Hold on. Move or copy. Now the game started again. So just bear with me, Jen. All right. Don't shout so much. All right. Turn 16 to whatever.
What about the Discovery getting in on the game then?
Okay, just give me a second to set up the board. So again, you guys got to give me a second. Okay, we're now on turn 16. Now that the game is actually going, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. Now that we're back. I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6.
All right, you go first.
Can I board the Mary?
You are not adjacent. Oh, you have people. No. Because
I have people on the Marianne. Can they get on the Mary?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I won the last roll. I repelled borders. You've got people on the Bathsheba and not on the St. Marianne because I won the last roll, right?
Okay.
I got an 8 compared to your 7 or whatever it was. Now, what ship do you want to move, if any? You don't want to move the Bathsheba because then you won't be able to board. You want to move the Discovery?
Well, it does me no good to board. But yeah, move the Discovery. I need the crew, not the ship.
we went through like 3 turns of, or 4 turns of boarding, so we're playing kind of shorthand here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and see if the wind changed anywhere among those 4 turns. Again, a 1 means it changes. It did change at least once. Odds to clockwise. 5, it moved 1 to clockwise. So the Discovery swings her stern so she can get some wind in her sails. Okay, now, I've got 1 crew on the San Marianne, 1 crew on the Mary. Mary says 1, and that's all I can do, because she has damaged sails, right? Yep.
Then I'm gonna, if there's still crew left on the Marianne that I could interrogate, then I'm gonna try that.
There's 1 crewman left. Now that was the trade-off I had to make. I had to give up one of my crew boxes and move her over to the Mary.
Okay.
Allow me a slight moment of pleasure here. Yeah, I'm gonna run up a tricolor on the Mary.
Oh, that's not gonna last. Because we're gonna track her ass down.
We have fight on the Mary. We can board
She's
the
only
Mary
got
yet?
1 sail. All right, so rolled a 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay, I have to roll a d6 plus only adding 1.
If you roll a 6, I'm coming in there and punching you in the head.
Oh no! I rolled a 1! So that is, I lost a crew member. The Saint Marianne has now been captured. I'm now out of sails. I'm sorry, out of crew members. Cool. That takes care of turn 16.
Yeah.
Turn 17. Roll initiative.
3.
A 5. Alright, now you have to lose 1 crewman aboard the Beersheba. Because, listen, someone has to start interrogating those prisoners. Someone has to run that ship. Alright, but that's now a pirate ship, so I'm gonna. It was fun for me. It's fun for you too. So pirate flag is now on. We're literally trading ships. Pirate flag on the San Marianne. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, now. I rolled a 6. What did you get?
3.
I get to move first. The wind is on my bow. I only get to move 1 hex. I will move my 1 hex and then turn this way. Okay, over to you for your turn on both your ships.
Shiva will do the same.
Oh no.
You're not taking my ship. If I gotta sink the bitch, you're not taking her.
You might have to. 1. And then 2. Oh god.
Now, is the St. Marianne blocking me?
I was just about to answer that. Let me think. Let me look. Yes.
Okay.
Center of the ship, so you have to get like the. Normally it's center dot, but here it's center of the ship. So you have to get the hex seam between the 2 hexes.
Yeah.
So there's a line between that. Oh, you know what? I've got a new tool for this. Look at that. And it clips that hex, the stern hex of the Marianne. So actually, yes, right now there is no gunnery between the Mary and the Beersheba.
The Discovery is moving forward 1 and then turning to match our turns. Though realistically, she would have been a little closer during all of that boarding action, but...
Well, it turned at the very end, so you know what? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you 4 hexes. How about that?
Okay. Thank you.
You're right. She would have been moving through turns 11 through 15.
All right. Next round. You're not getting away with my shit.
I'll bet you I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, probably not, but I might. I'm gonna at least make you sink her.
Rolled a 6. Biatch.
Biatch. Now it's gonna get all nasty, huh?
Yeah, it is. You had to go and take my ship.
You win initiative. You get to go first.
Thank you. Forward 1.
Okay, forward 1.
Turn due south.
Got it.
Light the bitch up.
You are not in arc. Or you? Oh, you want
if
to turn
I turn
south.
due south,
Gotcha.
I am in arc.
Turn due south. Center hex to. Yeah. Now you have line of sight because again, center to center of the ship, i.e. the hex seam between the 2 hexes of the ship. Boom. Now you've got arc. And you are at 1, 2. Sadly for me, you are at point-blank range. Go for it with your 3 guns. You still have all 3 guns, right?
3 guns. I believe so. Double check. I don't want to cheat. I believe I still have all 3 of my guns.
If you want to use 3 guns, yeah, you can use 3 guns to sink your own ship. I have no problem with that at all.
Oh, she'd sink before I'd let you take her.
Why are we doing this? Because we are French. And she needs 1 pirate crew. Yeah, she has 1 crew aboard the Beersheba. She left 1 there.
Alrighty. I rolled a 3, a 4, and a 5.
Alrighty. On the Mary. A 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay, the 5... Oh, shit. Okay, the 5 is saves on a 6. Yeah, the Mary, Jen.
Nope.
The Mary.
Oh, the Mary. Okay.
The 5, I have to roll a 6 to save on that.
Mm-hmm.
4, I fail. So now she is crippled. She's lost both her masts. She's not going anywhere. Then... Oh, would you go roll 4 and a 5, you said?
3, 5, 4, 3.
Oh, that was the 5. Okay, so the 3, I have to save on a 5 or a 6. I fail. I've now lost my gun. So now she's also derelict. And a 6, I have to roll on a 5 or a 6 to save, to avoid taking a crit.
No, it was a 5, 4, 3. The 4 is a miss because it was a sail that's already gone. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's all right.
I thought the sail was a 4.
All right, cool. I'd take it, but unfortunately, no. All right, I have to save on a 5 or a 6. I saved on a 5. Nevertheless, the ship is pretty much sitting there still. Cool.
Do you want to roll out the Beersheba and the Discovery boarding her?
The Beersheba literally can't. Well,
can't board. You're right. So
she's got
then
1 crew.
The Discovery will.
You just can't lose. If you lose, I take your ship away from you again.
Nope. The Discovery will.
Okay, so that was turn, 17? Turn 18. Now you start to board. Okay, Discovery's got 2 guns left. I've got no guns left, or 2 crew left. So roll a d6 plus 1. You roll a d6 plus 2, I roll a d6 plus 1.
5 plus 2 is 7.
Unless you fire 2 more guns, because you move up there and then you can fire a broadside into her. Try to knock down the crew a little bit. Or maybe sink her.
Okay. I'm a pirate. I
Discovery
just don't care.
Discovery fires 2 guns point blank into the Mary.
Yep.
2d6.
She rolled a 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3, that's both down here. I save on a 5 or a 6 both times. Get that old dice out of there. 5 or a 6. I fail both saves. 2d6s on the crit table.
A 2 and a 3.
Okay, so a 2 is a blaze. A 3 is 1 crew. She only has 1 crew. She now has 0 crew. And somewhere there's a blaze. I think you said a 3 and a 4 you hit?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just put it there. At the end of the turn, we see what happens with the blaze. Give me d6. 3, it stays put. Okay, so now you board her for free, because she literally has no crew.
Get the flippity flip pirate rum off my ship.
Oh no! The Mary has been captured and then recaptured by the pirates. She's on fire at the moment. And she's also a derelict. But technically, yeah, you do own her again. So, congrats.
We'll put out the fire with their blood.
Oh no. Alright.
Should have stayed on the Marianne. Should have stayed on the Marianne.
I did not remove the crew. Which crew are you talking about? Mary? Oh, you're talking about if he wants to actually... Okay, I think I see what he means. 1 crew point from the Discovery has to go from the Discovery over to the Mary to actually retake her.
Yeah.
And reclaim her.
Yep. So everybody's got 1 crew now.
It was a bloody battle. Cool. On the Mary Ann, I did not remove the crew. Pretty sure I did.
Yeah, he did. He took the Marianne was knocked down from 3 crew to 2. He pulled one of those 2 and put it on the Mary and left the last one on the Marianne for me to capture.
Yeah, that's why when she scored one more success, she took out the last crew member. So if anything, what should have happened is I should have taken off a hit marker, maybe that's what he means, to show the Beersheba giving up one crew member over to the St. Marianne.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, cool, we got it. Yeah, way back when Jen did take the Marianne. Yeah, we did take it off the Beersheba, I just didn't move it over to the Marianne. But yeah, we figured what was going on. Kill the bot. Oh no, we have a bot. Yeah, go away, Mr. Bot. Alright, guys. We've been up now for a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
But we've had a successful, oh my god, we have a successful stream for a change.
I know.
That's great, right?
And the Caribbean is awash in French blood.
Oh, let me turn off the cannon, go back to the ship sailing in peace, because there's no more gunfire.
Well, no, we should get the sound effects of the moaning when the guys jump in the ocean from Sid Meier's Pirates. Oh!
So
fortunately, they're not too far from land.
It's a scene of horror aboard the St. Mary. Oh, St. Marianne's not sinking; she's captured.
Yeah.
Now, historically, this is where Henry Jennings took out his cutlass and his meat hook, and he started to, according to the captain of the Marianne, start to torture the shit out of his people. They eventually cracked and gave up the position of 30,000 pieces of 8. That's what happened during the day of 4 April 1716. Go ahead.
I have to be willing to bet if it was this situation and the ship was surrounded by 3 pirate ships, I don't think he had to torture them all that much. Give up the information. I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm saying they didn't really have many other options. You talk or you die, so why not talk?
Now, I do know this. The captain of the Discovery, James Carnegie, was given command of the Marianne.
Okay.
And the reason I went into all this drama before, as far as our background, again, this is a historical battle, guys. This one actually did happen. Needless to say, it didn't happen anything like this.
We sunk the Rochelle! Sorry.
Yeah, the Rochelle did not get sunk. The Mary of Rochelle did not get sunk or captured by us, by our players, historically. Now, here's what happens. The captain of the Discovery, James Carnegie, is given command of the St. Marianne, or the Marianne, or the St. Mary. Again, historical sources are in disagreement about what the ship's actual name was, so I compromised and picked one. Meanwhile, captain of the Discovery, James Carnegie, is given command of the St. Marianne. Who's in command of the Discovery? The captain of that original merchant ship that was being attacked by the war canoes under command of, I can't remember their names now, the other 2 guys.
Oh, okay.
So the guy that was in command of, talk about like not having a choice, that would have been, the war canoes under command of Sam Bellamy and Paulsgrave Williams, who were attacking that first ship from way back when. That captain is given command of the pirate ship Discovery. Less than 24 hours later. Are you cooking something in the microwave?
No, I'm getting ready to put something in the oven.
Okay. So, as far as like cooperating with pirates, things might go well for you. Yeah. The guy was literally given a new ship by the end of the day. He was captured by pirates twice in one day. So the 2 war canoes under command of, again, Samuel Bellamy and Paulsgrave Williams captured his little frigate, or it wasn't a frigate, his little freighter. Then Henry Jennings and his 4 sloops came down on him, scared away the original pirates, and he thought he was getting rescued. Turns out he's not getting rescued, he's just getting captured by a bigger, nastier pirate. And then that bigger, nastier pirate gives him command of one of his ships by the end of that same day. Welcome to the Caribbean. Things get a little crazy down here. And then historically, what really happened was the Mary of Rochelle, again, sources are in disagreement about what her name was. She turns around and hauls ass, and she does not get captured by these guys at all. The Discovery does chase her, but does not find her. Until Mary of Rochelle is captured by another pirate.
Jesus.
Benjamin Hornigold. He's the guy that you see in Black Sails. He helped set up the Pirate Republic at New Providence Island that we see in Black Sails. Basically, he's the old guy who's like, the old pirate. He is tutor to people like Edward Teach, who is going to get started very shortly here. So, again, in the past, we've used Letters of Marque to just kind of, have fun, shoot some popcorn at each other or whatever, pirate style. For today's game, we're actually trying to do, we actually tried to do a historical result. This was an actual battle that did take place right there at the Bay of Hounds, 4 April 1716. It did not go the way it happened on our table, but that's the point of wargaming, is to try out different things, different results of historical events.
I am unofficially changing the name of this captain's fleet to the Hounds of the Baskerville.
Hounds of the who? Baskerville?
Baskerville.
Okay.
The Hounds of the Baskerville. It's a very famous Sherlock Holmes mystery. They're British. It's called the Bay of Hounds.
The
Hounds of the Baskerville.
It's not very famous, so I've never heard of it, but no, I'm just kidding.
Chat, help me out. Have any of you heard of the Hounds of the Baskerville?
Who's using the cash register? Yeah, that's Jen getting ready to fire up something in the kitchen. It's getting close to dinner time here in the States. Okay, guys, so that was our episode here of Letters of Marque on the SItrep podcast. Again, a historical look at how piracy might have gone back in the day. We did sort of invent a new ship class, the sloop of war. We priced it to kind of be between the sloop and the bark that's actually in the original game. She might be a little OP, but who knows. She's also vulnerable in the sails just like everybody else. So, she also is short on crew. So actually, now that I think about it, I think she's fine the way she is. But other than that, that's going to wrap us up for our episode. So what did everybody think of close enough to the historical result? Yeah, it was close. Well, the only real exception is the end of the Mary of Rochelle. Now, Mary of Rochelle was captured. Here she was sunk. She was captured by pirates, I think either that day or early the next morning, something like that. Just different pirates. And then, according to the records I was able to find, Benjamin Hornigold, again, the guy from Black Sails, and our anti-villain here, Henry Jennings, got into it. Because they were like, that was our ship, you interfered in our capture. The Discovery under James Carnegie would have caught the Mary of Rochelle eventually, so on and so forth. Whether or not just that one sloop could have taken the Mary of Rochelle is an open question, but Henry Jennings took up issue, and those two really went at it. They became, enemies in a big way. We don't really know what happened to James Carnegie. I'm not 100% sure what happened to Jennings. He's a little bit more famous, so I'm sure there's records of him somewhere. James Carnegie does vanish from the historical record after today. Again, when you're researching pirate battles in the early 1700s, it's not like World War II. The records are incomplete, to say the least. But yeah, the Mary of Rochelle did fall to pirates, just different pirates, and she was captured rather than sunk. But other than that, we had a pretty close to a historical outcome here.
Well, I had a lot of fun.
Cool. Alrighty, guys. So that's going to wrap us up. Thanks, everybody, for coming out to the chat. I'm glad we had a little bit more of a successful stream this time. We're going to go ahead and close out our episode. Again, they're playing the 13 days to 13 hours live, or not live, the 28 millimeter. I keep saying live, like it's what I mean is, physical game. There's
tabletop game.
Yeah, there's live players around the table. They're playing it as we speak. In fact, by now it's probably over. Although I think the game's bigger than they think it is, so they might still be chewing at it. They're recording it as they go. They're going to edit it together and put it out for everyone later this week. Again, we're scheduled for Thursday. Our podcast that we recorded today goes out tomorrow. So you guys, keep an eye out for that. Our Sunday podcast we recorded right before this stream. It's going to get a little bit smoothed out and published tomorrow for everybody. So look forward to that as well. And I'm not 100% sure. I think last I heard Gaz isn't feeling terribly well. So I don't know if we're going to have a Tuesday View and a Brew with Gaz for Tuesday, but if not, we'll come up with something else. I'll work something out and we'll try to game something for. Or I'll try to produce some content for Tuesday to make up for that. But that's what our schedule looks like for the week, guys. Other than that, this is Ariskany signing off. Thanks once again to my girlfriend Jennifer for a great game. Congratulations on the win. And yeah, that's going to wrap us up, guys. So take care, everyone. Thanks very much, and we'll be in touch very soon. So long, everybody.